Well, welcome, and we are very happy at Focus Gaming News to have back with us once more Eduardo Aching, Vice President of International Gaming Operations at Konami. Eduardo, how are you?
Very good. Nice to see you guys again. Wonderful to be here with you.
Yeah, always good to have you with us, joining us from the US, and good to drop in and see what's new, what Konami's been working on. Obviously, you've been accompanying land-based casinos as they bounce back from the pandemic. It's been a kind of busy couple of years. How do you see the general panorama now that really all markets have reopened again now? Do you think things are kind of the same as they were before the pandemic? Have some things changed permanently, do you think?
Oh yeah, the last couple of years were not easy. So especially 2020, 2021 was really very difficult for the whole industry, for the operators, for the vendors like us, for the manufacturers. Were two really tough years, especially in Latin America, where casinos were open and closing every single week. But say 2022, we saw a trend in most of the casinos with the pandemic getting under control. Everybody learned how to deal with the pandemic. The government were relaxing a little bit the restrictions. So we saw the casinos step by step catching up and improving on the visitation for the casinos, the revenues, and so on and so forth. So last year was really we saw a good trend, a positive trend from all over the Latin America. The customers were more excited. They were still a little cautious in their investments and so on and so forth. But the talk, the news that we are getting from the operators were more and more positive for everybody else on the industry. For sure, the pandemic changed the world, my friend, including the gaming business. Say anything else will be like it was before, right? So the operators learn how to live with that. They adapt their business. They make a lot of operational changes. Then I believe, let's say, some will stay going forward. Let's say there's a few things they're going to still go back to where what how they used to work in 2019, 2018, correct? But the majority of the stuff is going to change, correct? So the operators say really they implement some change, and in fact that there's some good change. Let's say it's not only thing what was bad. Let's say I believe they learned a lot during the pandemic, and let's say they're focusing more on their customers, getting back on the business there, the safety for everybody. So it's really very encouraging to see how the stuff is gonna proceed on the next following years. But we're very optimistic that things are going to at the end is going to go better for everybody else.
Mhm. And of course, for casinos as well as the domestic market, the pandemic had a massive impact on travel, of course, and the ability of for customers to visit from abroad all around the world. There's been a lot of debate about whether the competition between different markets could change. As for the pandemic, some markets opened earlier than others. And do you get any sense of that?
Yeah, the opening early or later really I don't think make a big difference to say because if you analyze country by country, correct? So really everybody open on the same time, correct? Say, okay, country A took a little bit longer to open, but all the operators on the country A, everybody was shut down. So there was no competitive advantage for anybody on that side. As as the country itself, the health authorities were reopening the markets, correct? Everybody was following the trend, correct? So really, in a country, I don't see any that anybody received or had a competitive advantage for that. It's really everybody was on the same pace. Everybody was waiting for the final decisions, and once the government allowed them to open, everybody reopened the casinos pretty much. I say they did their homework, they did the improvements, they so and everybody's really kind of caught up on the same time. I say.
And throughout this, this period, it's Konami's still been launching some exciting new products. We had the Dimension 27. cabinet. How's that been received?
Yeah, that's for sure. Let's say Konami did not stop. Let's say even during the pandemic, our R&D group were working remotely. Correct. We could not stop. We kept developing the games, the new exciting games, the new products. Correct. Because let's say as I explained before, the reopening of the markets were very different in each region, correct? So some regions open way earlier, some regions open way later on the stuff. So what happens for us? So we have to continue to keep developing. We could not wait for country A or country B or country C to reopen. Konami had to keep going on the development. That's good news for us because really, as you can see on my background there's some very exciting surprises. That's for the operators, correct? And the Dimension series of products is really our latest and great that we have. So we already started several months ago to deploy the special Dimension 27, correct? And we are getting some very good results. Say the operators are very optimistic with the new product. Looks great. The marketing material, the fillers, the games, the artwork, everything really is a very complete package. Let's say I would say from the Konami products that we launched throughout my career here at Konami, the Dimension City has been really great, correct? We are very excited. As I say, we're bringing all those new games for the operators, and they're really very excited as well.
Excellent. And in terms of games, then, what would you signal as a highlight for you?
Yeah, for the 27, we really have one game that's really working pretty nice in a lot of the location we place it. It's called Mystical Pearl. It's a mystery progressive. That's a really very interesting game with the team, the package. Most of the location we already have this in place. The players are really enjoying the game, correct? We're getting good results on that one. But after that, we still have a lot of new stuff coming. Let's say we have the Dragon's Lost series. That's for sure is going to be another hit. We have some Chinese series that's going to be the Bafan Jimbo. I believe it's going to be very excited for the players as well. So Konami has a very strong pipeline come out the next several months, and that for sure will help the operators to meet their needs and to see this exciting stuff that's coming from us.
Mhm. And one of the things that people were saying during the pandemic was that maybe the boost that online casinos received could harm the land-based sector long term. That doesn't seem to have happened, at least not in every jurisdiction. Certainly in the US, I mean, Las Vegas has bounced back tremendously. Do you just think there has been an influence of online gaming, or have the mechanics of online games affected what people expect to see in games in the land-based sector?
I personally I don't think that there's any impact on the land base from the online on the online of the land base. Let's say the online is really an expansion of the offers that we can get for the customers, correct? So the online for sure gives more reach for all the players in a whole state in a whole country, correct? So but still the players still like that person to person relationship, correct? To go to the land based casino, to be able to talk to somebody else, to be able to chat with their old friends there, have a social experience, correct? But then when they go back home, I would like still to play a little bit. They can go online and they can play very similar game or sometimes exactly the same game they were playing in the casino, right? For sure, a lot of the operators that invest during the online on the during the pandemic, correct, was really a boom during the pandemic because everybody was trying to get some sort of revenue. They will continue for that. I say I don't think that they're gonna. They I believe they did a very good decision starting the online business, correct, and this will complement or will expand their players base. So really, I don't see anyone affecting or reducing the other one revenue on just a matter to be online or land-based casino. The players, as I said, the players still want those two experience. They have some free time, 10, 15 minutes. They connect on the online. They can play the games they like. Oh, they want to go in the evening for the casinos to have a drink, to have a chat, to go around, to have a dinner and play on the tables, play on the games. they still can do that one as well.
And of course, you've been able to return to the trade shows in a big way over the past year or so. You're present at IC in London. You're present at the India Gaming Trade Show. What were your main takeaways or your feelings about the atmosphere at the events?
Oh, it's pretty good. Let's say, especially ice. Ice. Remember, the last ice that happened was 2020. Was just on the beginning of the pandemic. Let's say, I remember staying there on the booth there, and people say, "Oh, there's some kind of a virus. There's a flu. There's something that nobody knows exactly what it is." Correct. 2 weeks later, the whole world shut down. That was really, really scary, correct? So we just came back this year, say in February 2022, correct? Sorry, it's February 2023. And say it was very good to see people coming back, to say all the operators were there already, say everybody was excited to be back there, to be able to interact with, to see us, to see the products. So not only in paper or on the image on the PDF or something, correct? They were able to see the new products, touch the new products, have the presentations there. It was really very important. Say most important, let's say, most of our customers during ICE from Europe, Latin America, even some customers from North America and Asia and Australia, they were there, and they were very excited to be able to go back to the trade shows, chat with the people, and really that experience, let's say, that personal experience that you only can see when you are face to face with the people there. Wonderful news for me. Everybody was healthy. Everybody is really were able to handle the pandemic properly. Most of the operators we spoke with, they were very excited in getting the casinos reopening, the restrictions going down, the players coming back. Really, say step by step, everything is setting back to the normal, not the normal, but the new normal that we're gonna go from now.
And where are we going to see Konami next?
Yeah, the next show is a month from now. We're in Peru, so the Peru Gaming Show, similar thing as well. So the last Peru Gaming Show we went was pretty much was 2019, correct? Usually this is June, July time frame, and that was the last time we were able to see our customers face to face and interact with them. We're ready to go. We're say officially are launching for the Peruvian markets the Dimension series of products. So I believe they're going to be very exciting to see the stuff. Although we already have some of the products installed there, because some of our customers already came into G2E, so they purchased the products. They already have the products. The products are on the floor, but more say specifically for the whole market. Let's say we are going to be there in next month with our distributor there, Pacific Gaming, that represent us very well. Say they were able to keep the momentum going even through the pandemic there. So we're excited to see everybody coming there. I believe, let's say, the show is going to be, I saw already the lineup, say with the major manufacturers going to be there with us, correct? I believe the show is going to be a success, and we're on the right trend as well, going back to the regular business or to the new type of business.
I know we can see a tantalizing glimpse of perhaps some new things to come from Konami behind you. I understand you perhaps can't give too much away to us at this moment, but is there anything you can say about what we can expect to see from Konami?
Yeah, that's correct, Joe. That's on purpose. Let's say, if you want to see what is behind me here, you're gonna have to come to PGS 2023. That's the only way to see. We have some of these very exciting products that will be there, correct? So for those that will have the chance, they're gonna see real life, real time there, the wonderful Dimension 27 and Dimension 49. It's a lot of exciting new teams there that for sure the players gonna love that.
Excellent. Well, keep us waiting, but it means we'll have to see.
Yes, I can't spoil the show. Say we're gonna have to wait another month.
So we look forward to it and to seeing what Konami will have to reveal to us. Eduardo, it's been a pleasure to speak to you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much, Joe. For nice to meet you, to see you again, and hopefully I can see you in a month at PGS 2023.
Thanks, Eduardo.
Take care. See you guys. Bye.